Well, the title is definitely not clickbait, because here I am, in the middle of nowhere in England, without a motorcycle and feeling pretty lost. But that's not how it started. I've lived in South Africa my entire life. It's a beautiful country in a lot of ways. The weather is suitable for riding motorcycles 99% of the time. You've probably also noticed that I never have a number plate on my bike. And the cops couldn't care less about what speed you're doing, as long as you're carrying bribe money. But it is by no means perfect. It's difficult for me to explain without spiraling into a negative ramble, so instead I'll just say this. The things I love most about South Africa are also its downsides. Mainly the lawlessness and the lack of electricity, infrastructure, jobs, opportunities, but I digress. And as a result, a little over a year ago, my family and I made the decision to emigrate to the UK. Sure, the sun doesn't shine all that often, and the police would be upset with my number plateless lifestyle, but it's the best place for me to be right now. That is, unless someone offered me a way into Texas. Thank you to The Ridge for sponsoring this video. The Ridge wallet is the perfect wallet for bikers. With its minimalist, compact design, it is effortless to have on you at all times, without taking up useful space like an old wallet from the 90s. Carry up to 12 cards and choose between a money clip or cash strap to secure your cash. There are over 30 designs to choose from, like my favorite, aluminum navy, or a biker's dream, carbon fiber. With a lifetime warranty, RFID blocking, and beautiful build quality, they really are redefining wallets. Follow the link in the description or head to ridge.com/chaos10 and use the code chaos10 to get 10% off today. Moving your entire life across continents is no easy feat. And although planning was endless for the entire year building up to this, it all seemed to kick off 2 months before the plane took off. My main concerns are my motorcycle gear, camera gear, and desk setup. Without that, I can't make these videos. And because I'm not prepared to wait 2 months for my R1 to arrive in the UK by shipping container, the best option, and the saddest option, was to sell it and look for something new here. So that was the first thing on the to-do list. I've dropped plenty of hints along the way that the R1 would be sold. I don't plan on keeping it even a year. How do we sell a gorgeous bike that has a few caveats for the best price possible, but it was still difficult to let go? After a deep clean, all my Chaos Causes decals needed to be removed, to return it to just another blue R1. Plus, it was a good excuse to play with the heat gun for one last time before it would be stuck in a shipping container for 2 months. It was rather fitting that I got caught in the rain while de-stickering my bike, and I eventually just gave up trying to remove the stubborn GoPro mounts. But without the decals, it didn't really feel like my bike anymore, and before I knew it, I was pushing it down the driveway for the new owner to ride away. Luckily, camera gear can be crammed into a backpack pretty easily. After all, I usually carry everything I need on a motorcycle, so turning it into a carry-on wouldn't be a struggle. So since I just sold my R1, but I still have to do a few things before I leave, I get to ride this to do an errand. And I'm mainly just recording that because I just bought a GoPro mic adapter, which I don't believe is going to work yet, so this is testing it out. So cute. This is a Honda CBR 600 RR. and I haven't actually ridden a 600 since I sold my R6, so it was a much needed experience.
I do love how light a 600 is. Whoop! This one's wider.
It's amazing how much a liter bike desensitizes you. In my memories, 600s accelerated much more aggressively than this. But at least the scream of a 600 never gets old. Somehow, my camera on the passenger foot peg didn't fall off.
Let's tilt you up a bit. How you doing?
And my mic adapter seemed to be working pretty well.
I can even see me. I'll show you where I live now, since I don't live here. Seems like a good deal, right?
The hardest part for me was taking down all my wooden creations. Building things in that garage were some of my favorite moments. And to think that the key hanger is the last thing I'll ever make in that garage is a strange feeling. After dismantling my dream desk setup and saying my goodbyes for the next 2 months, it was time to get on a plane heading for the UK. Delayed by 2 months thanks to everyone's favorite pandemic, but it was finally here. It was extremely eerie being one of the only people in the airport, with all the stores closed and no planes moving around the tarmac.
We're now at 40,000 feet and we're literally just about to fly right over the city of Paris with good views of the city off to the left-hand side.
I gave up filming hours before the 11-hour day flight to Heathrow landed, and after arriving at our final destination at around 4 AM, sleep wasn't on the cards. But a quick trip to IKEA and some pre-ordered Amazon deliveries woke me up so I could get on with assembling my new setup. My DIY project turned into drawers, and an A-frame emerged to support the other side of the tabletop. All my PC components traveled in my suitcase, so all I needed to replace was the case and rebuild my PC. I did manage to sneak a bicycle, motocross gloves, my favorite Dainese gloves, and riding boots onto the plane. But my helmet, Pando Moto jeans, and leather jacket were either too big or too heavy to make the cut. So for now, all I need is a motorcycle and a helmet, and I'll be good to go for a few summer weeks until my stuff arrives. To escape the all-black gear that I always seem to end up with, I went for a plain white LS2 lid, where Chaos Causes stickers should stand out, and obviously a smoked visor for the 3 sunny days a year. It didn't take long for a GoPro to be stuck to its chin, and that means all that's missing is a motorcycle. The roads where I'm living definitely aren't suited to an R1, or any sport bike for that matter. But the roads look like fun, with hardly any straight bits, and a few incredible places to film. So while I'm in a new country, and the R1 is officially sold, the only thing that will stay the same are these videos. Hit the like button if you're excited about this new chapter, and I'll see you on the next ride on a new bike.